got here early today to look for the SD cards that Lake and Jordan have been hiding, not letting anybody see. And now I kind of understand why. This buck here is a beauty. This is last summer. He was still in velvet. There he is about 2 weeks ago. He is a beautiful buck, probably 140, 145. And now I understand why Lake and Jordan have been so secretive. But when Troy gets here, gun season started yesterday in Mississippi. So he and I are going to make a little trip down to the neighborhood where this buck's been living. Weather's turned cold, clear, got a good wind blowing, so it ought to be a great afternoon.
Hello, I'm Will with Primos. All these hunts are exactly as they happen. There's no fancy edits, there's no stage scenes. The calling you're going to hear is excited calling, but all these hunts are as they actually happen, and that's why we call it the truth about hunting.
When the truth began in 1987, we had no idea where this journey would take us. 30 years later, we're still having fun. Welcome to Primos' Truth About Hunting. Primos' Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage, Federal, Matthews Archery, Camelback, Mossy Oak, Squincher, Polaris, and Primos Hunting. Speak the language.
Where are you going?
We're going to that new stand at Bucks and Ducks.
There ain't no ducks in it right now, but we're gonna have, as soon as we get this rain coming, there's gonna be water. I'm taking care of you. Turn around.
I don't trust him. Well, I trust Troy. I don't trust Will. There you go. When it comes
Hold your
time.
hands up.
I know. I don't want any more.
All right. You going to Bucks and Ducks? I'm going to Milliken, where you and I were this morning.
Okay. Well,
I think I left a bag of cookies in the blind. I want to go.
Well, it's you know, the deer move better in the afternoon, so y'all ought to do better than we did this morning.
Come on back. 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 Come on. Come on. Whoop. Look at that total deer. Holy smokes.
You ain't got no idea. Had a 22-inch inside spread 10-point.
Huh?
Yeah, out in front of us. He's 4.5. He's 4.5. This one come out, run him off. I mean, just ran him right out of the food plot.
This one?
Yeah.
He's finna go show the 10-point who's the boss.
He's only like a 7-point. That'd be a good management buck to take out of here. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir. Hey, good job.
Congratulations, buddy.
Management buck.
Look at the size of that dude.
He's an old buck. He walked right to that 10-point. There was a bunch of does, some spikes out there. He walked right to that 10-point and said, "Get out of my food plot." 10-point just
He walked out there with attitude, didn't he? I would have an attitude too if I was ugly and big as this joker.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you got an attitude, right?
No, my attitude's from hanging around you and Lake. And of course Wilbur. I don't want to leave Wilbur out of it.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Height Spot Quivers, Black Gold, and Ripcord.
Jimmy has left, and we recruited old Ben. Ben is the head of our department there at Primos, in the video department. And we're trying to rig him up with all the Lake's camera gear. Filming with somebody else's camera gear is kind of like wearing somebody else's shoes or their boots or driving their truck.
I like my stuff a certain way.
Well, we all do, and I'm the same way. And when you get it back, trust me, it's going to be all different. So you're going to have to put it all back together.
Where are you going?
I am going to south of the Arkansas Hotel. You know, we moved that blind there.
Yeah.
Finally got a northeast wind.
And where it's at now is perfect for it.
I think it is, and we're going to be off that plot, and that Nebraska's in that thing are, you know, waist deep, and them deer are just wearing
They've been in there, yeah.
You're going to go
New ground. Kind of hard not to, you know what I mean? You got to go where it's good.
Man, you're gonna be sitting there going, eeny, meeny, I don't know.
Yeah.
All this cold weather, I just want to go ice fishing.
Ice fishing.
But gotta be here, you know.
Is that your ass fishing cap?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. The Stormy Cromer, straight out of Michigan.
You're such a Yankee.
But I guess I'll go shoot a big buck with Troy if you have to twist my arm.
This area right here has been a food plot before, but one, it's never been a food plot this big, and this is the first year we planted it in the takeout blend. And it's already paid off once. Troy killed a really good deer out of here with Jimmy's crossbow, and Jimmy had to go home, and Troy was gracious enough to say, hey, why don't you and Jordan go back to that new ground plot? And so that's where we are.
These deer on this particular farm have never had something like this to eat, other than, you know, your typical ryegrass and oats that everybody plants in a food plot. It's amazing to watch them when they come in here with this much tonnage and that much of food. They don't come in and spend hours on end feeding. They come in and they eat for 15 or 20 minutes because they get what they want. You're not sitting here on top of watching 20 deer for 2 hours. You'll have deer move in, feed, and move out, move in and move out, and it's almost like a revolving door, and it's working really neat. We got the trail camera down there on that very end of the food plot where a lot of them come out, but we haven't taken any pictures on this end of the food plot, so there's no telling what we'll see in here this afternoon. But now we're gonna sit in here and chill out. You know, whenever I go with Jimmy, I know y'all probably noticed this. If I hunt with Jimmy, I carry Jimmy a bunch of snacks and different things, and
No. You bring all Jimmy's food. I've brought you a Thanksgiving feast right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, what you brought? I know you just came from home. Ain't no telling what you got.
The better question is, what don't you What's you got? I don't have any honey buns.
Well, I'm not a big honey bun fan.
Our first course is
Wafers.
wafers.
You know, if Jimmy was here, he would say you got to eat one an hour. Up to Jimmy. If that was Jimmy, he'd be here a while.
And then for our second course, we've got some.
Oh, we got some Parmesan pretzels.
And then, but not just Parmesan pretzels. We have some green chili and cheese dip and spread.
Hey, holler if you see something. Get you some of that.
Oh, yeah.
Here. That stuff's spicy right there.
Try it right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Pike. Boy, he's focused. He's focused on something down here. Ooh, Ben, big buck right here, right here, right here. See him? See him standing in the grass? Right here, Ben.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I got him.
That's a good one, Troy. Oh, yeah, he's a stud. You see that spike down there? squirrel's fussing at him. There he goes. Ease my gun up. Dang, he looks old. Probably 6 years old. Hold on. He's looking this way. Oh, it's right behind you. Alright. I'm good whenever. Try. Ready? Yes, sir. He's kicking up grass, son. He's kicking up grass. That's why you coming. That's why you come early. That's why you come early. What a toad of a buck. Holy smokes. I don't know if he's a 10, 11. I kept looking at that spike. And he kept just looking and looking and looking. And I'm like, what is he looking at? And I kept looking behind us. And finally I looked and I just saw a rack sticking out of the grass. And remember I told you they like to come out right here? But you see, that just goes to prove we have never, ever, ever seen that deer on trail camera. Man, if you got the sign and you got the deer and you know they're there, man, go hunt. We didn't even get to eat our supper, brother.
Oh, now we can celebrate Thanksgiving feast. That is awesome.
Dang, what a buck.
Yeah.
You know what today is? It's my Mufasa anniversary.
Is it real?
It's the same day I shot Mufasa last year. And I probably just killed the biggest deer I'll shoot all year. In my home state, Louisiana.
Yeah.
With my buddy Ben. Thank you for coming, buddy. It just paid off. I mean, what's the chances of a old, mature deer like that coming out at this time in the afternoon? We was in here long enough for you to show me what you had me to eat.
Hey, speaking of that.
Give me that.
Speaking of that, it's time to celebrate.
Here, you can have this.
Well, thank you. A fork. A little Thanksgiving feast.
We had it wrapped in plastic so the deer couldn't smell it. Look at this plant, how they've eaten the tips off of it, totally. Ate this one almost to the ground, and what they'll do later on in the fall, when it gets really cold, look right here, let me show you. You see where the deer been eating it. What they'll do, even though it's not up out of the ground, they'll just reach down there and chew on it with their front teeth, and that's what they're doing. They're eating the bulb, the root, just like us. We love turnip roots. Deer like them too, but we got turnips, we got rape, got chicory in here, and they are absolutely annihilating it. And I am one blessed man right now to have shot this I'm talking about, look at the head and the face on him. Back here, he has got holes and scars. He has been fighting already, and we're still 2 weeks away from our rut. You know, you could look right there. You see the blind where we were. That blind at 12 o'clock today was down here, probably 80 yards. And I knew we were going to have a northeast wind, and I just had a feeling today, with as calm as it is, I mean, there is no wind whatsoever, that we really needed to be in that blind. So Lake, myself, and Jordan came and took the blind, and we brought it over there and brushed it in. And I mean, when he first walked out, he's 55 yards from us, and he was totally focused on that spike that was down the field. I got me a down home Louisiana buck for a Louisiana boy.
We haven't seen the first deer yet, but a spot like this, it'll happen. We'll see some deer, you never know what or how many, but I did get a text from Troy earlier, like at 3 o'clock, saying he shot a giant. And And I tried to text him back, tried to call him, couldn't get anything. So whether or not he's pulling my leg, I don't know. And he just said he shot a giant. I don't know how big a giant is, where I'm trying to figure it out. A giant doe, a giant buck, a giant squirrel. What are we working with here?
Well, old Lake was actually right for a change. Right at dark, they start showing up, including the one he's after.
Doe's a young buck. Hey, Cole, there's that buck. That's him right there. He just walked out. That's him. Ain't it? Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, get ready. I'm fixing to get my gun out. More deer coming out to the left of it. Yeah, he's looking at me. Does. Another young buck.
Those two others that came through the grass are all working a scrape. You see that? And now it poised his feet. Look at it. Lip curling. That's awesome. Look at that. Oh, that is gorgeous. You ready? Yeah. Here we go. Smoked him. Smoked him right through the lungs. He ain't gonna go much further. Hey, buddy. Hey. How about that? How about that? I didn't see it fall, but he saw, you can see that spot in when he run off, it's right through his lungs. Yeah. Yes. That is too cool. Gosh, that is too cool. I don't know what it is. I can keep it together when it's going on, but after it's over, I get the shakes, man. Yes. Oh, thank you, Lord, thank you.
Closed captioning for the truth provided by Gold Tip Arrows. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and Ceasefire. Lake Jordan and Little Delta are tracking up a big cottonmouth buck as the sun sets in the Mississippi Delta.
Holy smokes, man. I can't even begin to explain how happy this makes me. Like, that's special, man. You know what? Mm-hmm. And T-Roy got a buck down, and Jimmy killed a buck yesterday, and this is just, it's just been one of those weeks.
He is awesome, man.
He came out there. He came out at the far northwest corner, behind a bunch of deer. And I was looking, they came out first as Jordan buck right there. They picked his head up, and I was like, ooh.
But you put a pop knot on it, too. That's coming out, I bet.
Yeah, it is.
Gosh.
Where did he come from?
Man, I don't know. Look at that thing. Look at him.
How old is he?
I don't know.
17?
He's older than dirt. Man, honestly, we were sitting there, and I got to talking about how normally when I hunt with Jimmy, I always bring him crackers and food and stuff, and Ben opens up his backpack, we had vanilla wafers, we had pretzels, we had dip, and we had pie, chocolate pie from Miss Jane.
Chocolate pie?
Chocolate pie. I'm sitting there eating vanilla wafer. We ain't in the blind 20 minutes. I'm eating a vanilla wafer. And Ben goes, And I'm like, what?
Yeah, those
Good,
cookies are
yeah,
good.
they're all good. He's like, no, buck, deer. And I look down there and all the way on the very north end, Spike walks out.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he starts staring straight up the food plot in our direction, but to the left. Finally, I see this dude walk out of the grass, and I'm like, Ben, shooter. The thing that amazed me when he walked out is how big he was.
Yeah. Well, look how
He's
big.
280, 290.
At least.
What an afternoon for you,
Yeah.
for me, for Cottonmouth, and a Thanksgiving. What a way to start the Thanksgiving week. And you know what? Today's my anniversary for Mufasa.
Hello.
Got him that time. We got him.
You smoked it. We got smoked it. You smoked it.
This is a true 100% river bottom buck. Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas buck. You know, I don't know if we're going to be able to detain Jimmy next week, because the food plot where I shot this deer, we had it all fixed up for Jimmy.
Yeah.
And then we go in there today to move the blind. And then that deer, Jimmy decided to not shoot him because he was waiting on a bigger, older buck that he knew was in there that we had trail cam pictures of, so he passed that buck. So when he sees that one and sees this one, I don't think you and I are going to get a Christmas present this year.